Greetings, family, near and far, far and wide, on planet, off planet, in the planet. You don't know how it goes already. If your nature's agreeable, step this way, step forward. Disagreeable, step back. Because right about now, we don't have no more time for that.
No, sir. And yeah, for every light day, there's a dark night. And I'm definitely going down that dark night of the soul in order to achieve my goals. Because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of people, they run away from themselves. But
you're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. But you can't run away from yourself. Can't run away from yourself.
And yeah, we're back with Lady Crowne, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop, because it's real talk.
Episode
111.
111.
111. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. That number that's linked to that inner strength, and you know, the mirror numbers, the angel numbers. Trust me, everything's interconnected. This is a special one today, you know. We got a little announcement, haven't we?
Well, I think it's a big announcement. I wouldn't say it was little.
Okay.
Monumental.
Humongous, you know them adjectives there, fam. But yeah, this is going to be the last real talk for a while, but we'll be back because Spirit will guide us back.
Yes.
Eventually.
STS is taking an hiatus.
Trust me, I'm going
hiatus. It's going incognito for a while.
Me, fam.
Lady Crowne will be here, but obviously it won't be real talk without STS, so I'll just do, a little something once or twice a week, and probably like a 10-15 minute, depending on, and it will be worldly things in terms of what's happening and how to best prepare ourselves for the inevitable. Yeah, so
before they hear that,
yeah,
I'm going into the darkness because that's where the greatness is really created, when you're ready to tap in and have that laser focus, man. Shout out to Lady Crowne. She put me onto a video that really influenced me to make this decision. And shout outs to the weather.
Very windy.
Trust me, it's really windy out here. But yeah, man, trust me, don't give up on your dreams. Follow your dreams. Shout outs to Queen Michelle out there. Follow your dreams, man. Rule life, because we're in a world where a lot of people don't want to see you win out here. You got to see your vision within and manifest it. Because trust me, don't trust anybody out here. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. You know what I mean? Have that vision in your mind, because if you have that vision in your mind, you can materialize it within this reality. Shouts to Neville Goddard out there. The feeling is the secret. And when I really started working on my feelings, baby, ooh yeah, everything changed for me, because I realized I got a choice on how I feel. You get it? You know what I mean? A lot of people, the feeling, emotions from the past, in the present moment. This is why they're not staying focused on the visions, their goals.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to have a vision for your future in order to manifest it. Because if you haven't, you're going to be living in your past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to keep, trust me, you got to keep focus out here, because a lot of people, they're not keeping focus on what best serves them. And we've been here for how long now? Around 2.5 years?
About 3 years now.
About 3 years, yeah, giving off this energy, giving off this real positive energy. And you know what I mean? And a lot of people really need to tap in, because we're in a world where, I've got to keep it to you real, a lot of people are respecting dickheads, but they're not respecting the people that are giving wisdom, that are giving awareness, that are giving truth, that are giving love. We need to respect those that support us. Yeah. Think about that. Because if somebody's supporting you, isn't it right that you support them back?
Well, absolutely. It's called reciprocity.
There you go. That's how the universe works.
Yeah.
So, trust me, realize that you got a choice, man, and connect with people that are helping you on your journey. It's so crucial right now for us to be around people, shall I say, that are helping our mental health, because a lot of people, they're not putting importance on that. But, like I like to say, your health is your true wealth, because without your health, you can't even enjoy your wealth. You get me?
Yeah.
So a lot of people really need to tap in, man. And this has been a great journey. And we've got a lot more to manifest. And hopefully you lot have got a lot more to manifest as well. We're all on the journey together, because this is a key fact here, yeah? Everything's energy. So we're all interconnected. And when you get to that awareness, you'll realize that me and Lady Crowne, we're just another you in a different time and space in the universe. And when you get to you get me. When you get to that awareness, you realize, we're just reflections of each other. So don't be pointing a finger because it's three fingers pointing back. You know what I mean? Always have self-reflection and realize that you're creating reality. And this is a key. I'm going to bring Lady Crowne in now because I'm going in right now because I've got real passion for this, real life. Trust me. I'm going to be back in due time. But yeah, quote from my mentor, and this stuck with me because I know this is a fact out here because I really deal with the mind all the time. He said that reality is not what it seems. Reality is within your head. And also, heaven and hell is a state of mind. You know? And when you get to that realization, you'll realize that we live in a mind world first. Everyone's looking outside more time, but not realizing that you're creating it from within. So don't be looking down at another because they're doing well. Remember that it's coming from within them. Just use it as an influence and an inspiration for you to do well as well. You know what I mean? Allow the hate, man, because we live in a world full of so much hatred. You know what I mean? We need to learn to love each other more, man. You know,
high
shouts to Bob Marley,
high vibration.
Trust me, high vibrations, man. Because everything's energy. Energy don't lie, so people can't hide, like I like to say. You know what I mean? Keep raising it, baby. Keep on loving yourself. And yeah, blessings to you all, man. I have to get that off my chest because I know this is going to be my last time on cam for a while, man. Because I've got a lot of work to do. Trust me. Nothing to prove to anybody else except for self.
That's
and when you realise that the only competition's within, guess what? You free yourself from all that hogwash out there. Because a lot of people in a rat race, not realising that you're still a rat, fam. You get me? You're still a rat out here. Because, trust me, that race only leads to destruction in the end. It looks good for now, but when you get to the end, you're going to look back at your life and think, flipping hell, I've been doing all of this just for material goods. What about your soul? What about your soul, you know? Do things that nourish your soul, man. Real life, man. Because remember, when you transition from this realm, your life doesn't end. You know, death is an illusion, man. Remember that.
100.
Blessings to you all, man. I hope this energy that I'm giving off right now really influences you to look within and create your own reality. Because we live in a world that has been shaped by the matrix that causes many tricks. And people are losing the power all the time. And I just hope to God that all of you connect with the divine. Love you all out there. With Lady Crowne now. Breezy out here.
It's just a little bit windy, windy. Right. Nuptar Ratek. Big shout out to the brother Nuptar Ratek. Last week it didn't get a clear image of the other two pyramids that we had that we commissioned him to do for us, and these are the black obsidian, black tourmaline, shungite, and organite. And you can see the copper that's running through it. If I just pick this one up, you'll be able to see the copper at the base as well. Absolutely beautiful. Let me tell you something. These things knock out any chemtrail, radiation. Listen, these are sentient. You get what I'm saying? They're absolutely beautiful. So big shout out to Nuptar Ratek. Check him out on what's he on TikTok? I think he's gone subscriber only on there because TikTok were
trying to block him.
We're blocking him basically, and a lot of the things that he was doing and showing, you could actually screenshot. They blocked the screenshot on it, so literally you have to sign up. I think it's like just under $5 or £5 a month. But trust me, that big shout out to that brother. Believe you me, it was divine providence when I came across him. Because I literally said to SDS, I said, "Yo, I see this. We got." It's like, what was it, Mum said? These medallions of the pyramids. We've got to order them. And literally, I was on the internet sending him an email saying, do you send, do you do things for people living in the UK? And he's never done an order from England before.
I think it was your first
we're the first ones. And since then, there've been people from London that have ordered from him. So I'd like to think that we were the catalyst that got the ball rolling in the UK, because trust me, you need these kind of precious stones in your life. You get what I'm saying? Your pineal gland is crystal. So these are they're absolutely amazing. Go and check that brother out. Yeah, respect.
Yeah, respect to him, man. And shout out to chickens out there.
Yeah, let me cook nice because they've not been fed yet. STS said, let's just do this first. So, it's gone way past their food time. So, you'll have to excuse them.
Yeah. What's been going on in the world? A lot of things.
Dear.
You know what? Recently, shout out to mentor out there is talking about Russell Brand and the big saga that he's going through.
Yeah.
And
I think that's another distraction
Yeah,
as well.
that's a massive distraction.
Yeah.
You know, when you have big news stories in the media,
Yeah.
you need to realise that a lot of it is to alter your focus
Yes.
from what you really need to focus on.
Absolutely.
So while they're doing that, something real's happening that's going to affect you. You
Yes.
get me? So
Yeah.
we have to realise what we're focusing on, you know. That was bad. But yeah, we need to put our focus on what best serves us, not distractions.
Don't get drawn into it, because that's what it is to
But
take
that's what
you.
it is, yeah, man.
Because once you get off onto Russell Brand, I mean, you know, Russell Brand is probably a millionaire.
Yeah, he's
maybe
good,
a
man.
multi-millionaire.
He's good
He first married to Katy Perry. We all know about Katy Perry with the pizza slices and all the rest of them thing there. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes they put people in place that will say things at a time of crisis that we all kind of go, right, this is one man that's speaking out. Because, you know, with the episodes that took place 3 years ago, a lot of your so-called celebrities went along to get along. You know, they went out there and pumped out the bullshit and told you to go and get yourself you know, some medicine that you didn't actually need. And my man was sitting there saying, no, this, that, tara. And it's like, wow, he's for the people. But if you haven't got control of both sides, left and right, blue and red, then you haven't got control. So sometimes you have controlled opposition. And guess what? They look just like you and me. They talk like just you and me, and they walk like just you and me. But guess what? They're still paid opposition. Yeah, and I've been trying to do some research on it, but I did hear that his wife is related to the Rothschild. So in her lineage goes back to the Rothschild. So think about it. You know what I'm saying? And yet again, like I said, it's a distraction. Don't get distracted from what's taking place in front of your very eyes, which is an absolute catastrophe in terms of what's going to happen. Whoop. I didn't really want no trumpets in here, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Globally, on a global scale, because when the powers that be can't get what they want, which is total dominance, then they will create something that will make you go like the 9/11. Two people you need, well, one man in particular, and I have mentioned him before, Cliff High, is on, I don't know if you'll find it on YouTube, but if I find it again, because I think Nelio was going to put it on his channel, on his website, which is external from the from YouTube, and it's Cliff High and Nino Rodriguez. Fantastic. I think it's about an hour he's on with him for, and Cliff High with Dick Argyle. Now, if you don't find Nino Rodriguez, you'll find Dick Argyle and Cliff High on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that Cliff put it up on there. Cliff's also on Telegram, so you can check him out on Telegram, because he'll post some of the videos on there. And what he was saying, that basically what's coming, or what they're planning to do, is something on the scale of 9/11 times 13. So imagine how the whole world stood still when that happened, didn't they? It was literally, no flights moved. Wherever you were, you stayed. Boom, bam, it was done. Now imagine that multiplied by 13. I can't begin to imagine what that could look like or feel like. Do you get what I'm saying? So watch him, because what he's and listen very carefully to what he's saying, because Cliff has been mapping this for many years. I've been following Cliff since 2016, and some of the things that man said, because of the software that he developed that gleamed the internet, and he literally picks up what people are saying, and he can then predict what's going to happen. And he said the sun disease back in 2016, if I find the Ultra reports, I'll show it to you. And he talked about a disease that was going to come, and he called it the sun disease. And what did we have? The corona. And what's the sun? The corona. Do you get what I'm saying? And he told us that was coming. But in 2016, who knew in 2020, 4 years later, that's exactly what was going to happen. So listen to this man very intently, make notes, and trust me, take action, because you've got time. From what he's saying, we've got time. Yeah, 6 months, 4 months. It's not certain of the time, but there is some time scale where you can actually start to put things in order and in place for what's coming. Because no matter what, and then, like I said, no matter what, there's also a shift in consciousness. Because because Dick Argyle, especially, because he's a remote viewer, this man will go to the past and he'll go into the future. And he said the people that give him protection have said to him, you need to get this out there. There's some things that he's done remote viewing on where they said literally, don't go there, do not, that goes to your private viewers only. You cannot put it out in the public. They told him to put this one out in the public. Yeah, and he has done a video on it, not as in depth as it is if you go onto his website, because on it, I think they're giving you a 7 days free trial on the website that they've got, futureforecast.com, no, futureforecastgroup.com, where you can actually sign up to the like a Patreon for 7 days for free. And after, if you don't want to do it, you can cancel it. And in those 7 days, you can actually view the remote viewing. That there's 6 of them that remote viewed. When 2 of them, 3 of them get the same hit, they kind of go, wow, that's interesting. When all 6 of them get the same hit, that is something else. That made them go, oh my God, this is something that's actually going to happen, because they've remote viewed it. Do you get what I'm saying? But they couldn't put it out on the YouTube media platform in terms of what it was. But yet again, there's a video out there that does give some explanations to what's coming. So go and check them out. Yeah, go and check them out, because I'm telling you, it's important that people do that. What we got? We got Leeds, Cheshire, Manchester, school shut down. You know, some threats via email. Apparently, there was some email that was sent that was malicious and was threatening violence against the teachers and the pupils. So they sent emails out to the parents telling them not to come to the school, because they were going to do an evacuation. I've never heard of that before, actually. Evacuation. And I actually had to look at what evacuation, because we all know what evacuation means. It means get the hell out, don't it? Yeah. Evacuation, act of moving people to somewhere safe inside a building when there's a danger outside or in another part of the building. Okay, well, the danger wasn't outside. They receive an email apparently, and to this day nobody's actually seen that email. I don't think any of the parents have either. But yet again, it's the schools taking control over your young ones, your sons and your daughters. For me, they wouldn't be in there, because we've been saying this for years. Get them out. And I was saying that back after they locked off schools and everybody was at home. I said, do not send them back. That was giving you an opportunity to start doing things at home, homeschooling your youth. Then, because we've got the internet, everything's there. They don't have to go to a physical building to get an education, and you can give them real education, the world as it really is, not the fake bullshit that they get taught in those education camps, how to become another slave to the system, because that's all you learn. I don't care what you get in terms of your degrees and your masters, you're a slave, because if you don't get up and go to work, you don't eat, you can't pay your bills. That's not life. That's not how it's supposed to be. Yeah. So yet again, the parents, because I'm yet to come across mothers and fathers, because mothers and fathers know what their duty is to protect your property and protect what's yours. You'll kill a man if they come and graze your car, because, you know what I mean, it's your brand new car and they've just grazed the bonnet and yeah, you're ready to jump out. You can't kill a man. But you got teachers holding your young ones hostage, because that's what it is, inside of a school complex, because of a threat from via email. Think about it. It really is time for parents. If you're a parent, then, you know, I guess you just do what you do. But if you're a mother and father, make up your mind which one you are, then you know what you need to do. It's your duty to protect them. When they lock them in there, you know, so you know, have no chance of whatever they decide. If there's an outbreak of something, and they need to make sure that the children, as they like to call them, and the kids are protected by giving them something, then they'll do it. And you won't be able, what are you going to do? When they barricade your backside out of the school, what are you going to do? So if they're not in there, then guess what? You can sit back and relax. So, okay, that doesn't concern me. And, you know, pity the parents that still send their young ones into those places. Come on, folks. You can see how increasingly they're encroaching. Because remember, I told you already, birth certificate means you're giving away to the state, registered with the school. You're giving them away to the school. It's called loco parentis. We're the parent now. You've dropped them off here. The minute they walk through that gate, boom, you don't have no more responsibility for them. Regardless of what you think, oh, this so-and-so happened and they didn't ring me and tell me. Well, why should they? They don't have to in their legal framework. And let me talk about the privatisation of schools. I'll probably address that one day this week when I jump on for a bit, because it's absolutely crazy what they're doing. Yeah? Come on, mothers and fathers, stand up and fight for your sons and daughters. Because if you don't, I don't know who's going to. You want somebody else to do it for you. All right. Come in, Mayu.
Yeah, you have to put your energy in the right place, man. You know what I mean? And what you're saying about hatred and that, like, you know, we like to hate on things. It no sense for us, man. You know, we need to wake up, man. Smell the coffee, man.
Yeah, literally.
Because our emotional state is controlling our body, our awareness. We were speaking about it earlier, like, a lot of people's health condition is because of their emotional state. Mm-hmm. So we need to cleanse, man. We need to cleanse our emotions. You know what I mean? I've got to say it now. It's just on my mind right now. Lady Crowne's finishing off a fast that she's doing.
Yes.
She's done very well. She's finishing off a 21-day fast and jumping on for the last 7 days. And trust me, we need to really tap into things that serve us, because we're in a world that is celebrating wickedness, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know. We glorify it, and we wonder why we're in this state.
Is it any wonder?
Think about it, man. You know, wherever you put your focus is where your energy flows. So if you're going to put your focus on hatred, anger,
The material things
the
in
material
life,
goods,
yeah.
like I was talking about at the start, then you're gonna be a rat, fam.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a rat, and you're gonna want to do anything for it. This is why people are selling their souls every day.
Yeah.
Not just the celebrities, normal people, fam, are selling their souls just for material goods, for them to feel better for a moment.
For a moment.
Think
How
about
long
it,
does it
'cause
last?
how long that pair of jeans gonna last?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's gonna fade out sooner or later. You're not gonna be able to take that with you. But what you do take with you is your soul, is your consciousness.
Yeah.
So we've been put here to develop, not to gain material goods. That's an illusion. That's a part of the matrix. Man.
We ain't
I'm
taking
not
that
saying
with
don't
you.
have it either. I'm saying that when you use it like this is your only source of feeling good, that's when it becomes destructive,
Yeah.
man, for your mental state, man, and
Absolutely.
others around you, because you're
Yeah.
willing to do anything for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, man, we need to wake up, man, because we're in crucial times right now, and but don't get it twisted. They even put on the Telegram as well. Trust me, especially in the UK, the people are rising. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're making sure that we take authority, because the people have the power.
Yes.
And when we come together on one accord, great things occur.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So I just leave it on that, innit?
Absolutely. We've always had the power. It's just that we relinquished the power.
Yeah.
We handed ourselves
Yeah,
over
yeah, all the
to
time,
to
all the
a government and to your doctors, to your teachers. We've literally handed it all over because we are thinking that they have the same mindset that we are. You know what I'm saying? That they have love of self and love of one another, because we couldn't conceive that we're dealing with sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists. We could never imagine, because the thing is that we find it very difficult to acknowledge that there's evil doers out there, because it's not in us. So therefore we could, to say, that your government would authorize something that would cause you harm. You say, no, surely they wouldn't. What? I tell you what, you don't have to go far back in history to see that that's what they always have done. Yeah, everybody will know about the thalidomide drug and what it did. I mean, women were suffering with morning sickness. Whoop-de-doo, Basil, that's what women suffer with sometimes. Not all women, because I didn't have morning sickness when I was carrying STS. But I know my sister was throwing up like projectile vomit, fam. But guess what? It only lasts for a period of time. But they come along with some miracle drug, and what did it do? Disfigure babies. And what did Big Pharma get out of it? A shed load of money.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So we don't have to go far back in history to see that they've never, ever done anything to benefit us. Never.
And all these drugs are tried and tested on animals and even human beings before they even get released to the public.
Yeah.
So we need to realize that we're in a world of a lot of deception.
Yeah.
And when you wake up to the illusion, everything changes, because you realize you got a choice now. You're not just aligned to the matrix that is causing so many tricks and hurting us.
Yeah.
We need to start healing ourselves, man.
Absolutely.
Trust me, because as long as we heal ourselves, then we can really push on, because we will be productive in a big way now, because now we've got the function to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's time, innit? Time. Trust me.
We have to take back the control for our lives. We have to take back the help. Listen,
Self-sufficient.
if you're a captain of your vessel, then you know when
Then you're taking authority.
All right.
What are you talking about?
you know where you're going to steer it left, where you're going starboard, where you
Yes,
got
man.
all of them terms there. You know what I'm saying? You know how to navigate your vessel. When the seas get rocky, you know what you got to do. You know what I mean? Strap everything down and weather this storm. It gets calmer, then you know, so you can just bob it. But you got to captain your vessel, and if you don't, somebody else will captain it for you. They'll make you the trustee of your trust, and they become the beneficiary of your trust, because that's what's happened. That's why they've had so much control. The financial system and the collapse has been orchestrated, because they know it has to come down. But they want to usher in something else that also gives them the control, which is your CBDC. Yeah, and that's why they're pushing for it. The money that they've used for the last 100 odd years has corrupted every sphere of your society, every sphere. Colleges, universities, hospitals, you name it. They've used that money to buy. You know when they get where they produce papers and they publish it in the Lancet, a medical paper which is highly regarded. But if everybody that is publishing, or 90% of these men and women that are publishing these scientific papers are being brought out by Big Pharma, tell me what you think you're going to read. What do you think they're going to write? You hear what I'm saying? And that's what we have. Because it's been published and it's been peer reviewed and it's this, that, and that. But who did it? Who funded the reports? You know what I'm saying? Who funded the scientific experiment? And that's where we have to go to. You ain't got to go far back. You know what I'm saying? BlackRock, Vanguard, you know what I mean? That them buy up every God almighty thing with the piece of promissory note. So it has to go. It's going to be a world of pain for a lot of people. Trust me. But this system has to come down because we have to build a new world, a better world. You know what I'm saying? For the young ones that are just being born. You imagine you're just giving birth to your baby. And still set time with your breathing, man.
Sorry.
Eh? You imagine you just give birth to your baby. What world are they going to inherit? You get what I'm saying? Because them just no, not Wagwan. They don't have any idea or concept of what's happening. But you do. Now what do you want for them? So therefore you have to get up off your arse. You got to do things. You get what I'm saying? You got to show them. All of you out there with your lip fandangling gadgets and toys and entertaining your sons and your daughters. Yeah? Stop it. Sit down with them. Show them. Trust me, you're their first teacher. You are the first teacher, not some abstract somebody, but they're flinging at school. And a lot of these so-called teachers, they haven't got no qualifications. They have no qualification. Trust me. But they take them in, give them little low pay, and when you've got somebody who's ill qualified and poorly paid, tell me what they're going to do for your young ones in there. Exactly. Nothing. Probably introduce drag queen story hour. Yo, all of them fartness there. That's what these people will do. It's time, folks. It's time.
Yo, final message, yeah? Trust me. Shout outs to my auntie Jackie Divine out there. Shout outs to my older Musty out there. Those two have got a special place in my heart. They really helped me on my journey. And shout outs to all the soul connections out there. You've helped us on our journey. And trust me, a lot. It's really helped us. And yeah, it's coming to me now. Oh my God, I feel this, you know. Yeah, I've got to say this guy's name, man. Shout out to my brother David Goggins out there. That brother really inspired me to really push on this journey and keep consistent, man. And my mentor Ralph Smart, those two had a big impact on me, and all the master teachers out there. And this lady, never forget this lady. You know what I mean?
Ma.
You know, Ma. Trust me, because your mama is the one that grows you, the one that nurtures you and molds you. Then you take it from there. And she's done it. Trust me, this lady's done so much for me. And also I end on this as well, that, you know, we're in a world that is heavily distracting us. We need to keep focused as much as possible. This is one of the main reasons why I'm taking a break right now, because I realised that, trust me, wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. So you need to watch where your focus goes, you know. And trust me, be aware, like I like to say, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your intuition, be aware of that little inner voice that's giving you guidance, because trust me, that's the God within you that's trying to guide you to the right path. Don't listen to that voice of fear, listen to that voice of love, baby. Oh yeah, because people get intuition confused with fear. Your fear is not intuition. The love within you, that is linked to your intuition, and also getting guidance from your feeling. You know, we need to get back in touch with our feeling, you know, because it really is the secret of this reality. A lot of people, because they're not feeling, they're ending up going to places where they're not supposed to be, because they're not really feeling where they're supposed to be, you know what I mean? So we're ending up doing things that go against us. You need to feel for yourself in terms of love, because we're in a world that is heavily based on fear. We fear everything to the point where we like fear. We like to watch horror movies. We like to go in environments that scare us. Like
the shit out of them rides that you're going, oh,
the roller coaster ride. Then you go into certain clubs that you know that is known for violence, and you still go there because it's a thrill for people. You know, we need to get to a place where we're in peace. We need to be in peaceful environments. We need to be in places that nurture our soul, like I said earlier. Trust me, because it's time now. It's really time to really tap in. And a lot of people, they're not really tapping in, man. They're not really tapping into this the state that me and Lady Crowne are in. And I get it, man, because the Matrix program has got to a lot of them. And I'm definitely going to end on this now. This is so key, and you know, everyone that's tapped into this video, you know I'm big on this. You have to change your subconscious program, because your conscious desires only can manifest when your subconscious is linked to that. Because you can talk all you want, but if your action doesn't align with what you're talking about, you ain't gonna manifest it. Trust me. And that's what David Goggins has really taught me. It's all about action. And this lady, she takes action. Trust me.
Absolutely.
She's finishing her 21-day fast this week. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't do this. And I'll just end it on that, you know. I hope all of you are doing well out there. Keep on focusing on what best serves you. Remember, stay away from the distractions, because that is the enemy trying to tempt you. You know what I mean? Giving you those candy bars and all sorts of different temptations you can imagine, because everything's out there for us to tap into, but it's our choice. You know what I mean? And I always hear them voices saying, say, you better behave. You don't want to be a modern day slave. You want to be a king. You stand in your power and commit no more sin. And remember, you've always got a choice. Make sure you make the right choices, man. I just end it on that, man. Big ups to all of you out there. Trust me. Keep strong. Because trust me, you're going to get tested. You're going to get tested. Trust me. Just keep on overcoming, you know? And I end it on that, man. Big ups to all of you. You got any last words for them? Lady Crowne, what you saying? Oh, yo, fam, I got so much good ass energy. Trust me, I'm excited, man. Because when you know that you're going to have different experiences, you can be, you know what I mean, be aware and say, you know what, let's have a great attitude about this. Because a lot of people are scared of the darkness, but they don't realize that's where most of your power is. Remember when I was saying to you earlier, you can't see my heart, you can't see my blood, but guess what, it's in the darkness. Everything that allows us to function is in the darkness. You get me? That's where life comes from. So you need to realize that a big part of the Matrix is making people scared of the darkness, because they know that's where your true power is. Absolutely. So they make you feel your own power. This is why a lot of people don't do what David Goggins does. A lot of people don't do what Dr. Joe Dispenza does. A lot of people don't do what David Miller done. You know, staying in that basement for like hours and hours on end. 80,000 hours was it of work. People won't do it because they fear their own greatness. They don't want to put in the work. You only can get out what you put in. Absolutely. You get me?
Yeah. Don't expect to take something out. No, they ain't put shit in there.
They ain't put nothing in there. You gotta put the work in. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we have to overcome, because they know how to stimulate your pleasure centers. They study the brain, and when you study your brain, you'll realize, trust me, you got extreme power. Yeah. You've got extreme power. Neuroplasticity. You can change your brain, but it only changes when you take different actions. That's the only way it's going to change, you know? Yeah. You can think what you want to think, but your action will speak louder than your words and what you think. Remember that as well, because a lot of people, they're trying to, I remember Goggins talking about it, positive thinking doesn't always work, because you can have positive thoughts but still take the wrong action. So what's the outcome going to be? Think about that. Yeah. Think about that. See, this is why I say a lot of people like to live in illusions, you know, fake realities, but your action will speak louder than what you think and what you speak. So remember, it's all about action out here, because this is a physical plane, but don't get it twisted. Obviously, your thought, your words are linked as well, but everything has to come down to your action, because your action will have the final say. I'll leave it on that, man. Blessing to all of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yo.
So this is going to be the last time for a while that you'll see myself and SDS
together, man.
Together, yeah.
It's been a journey. It's been a
don't
journey.
Worry,
it's breezy out here. Yo, fam, the energies, the spirits around us. Trust me.
Don't worry. He'll be with us in spirit, even though you won't physically.
You feel this energy. You feel this energy. Trust me.
But I will I'll do what I've got to do
you'll be
because
cracking on. You'll be cracking on.
I'll do what I've got to do.
Yeah,
There's
man.
things that I need to share with you guys. You know what I mean? So I'll keep on doing that. Especially, I didn't give anybody an update on my situation with my death grip. That's another word for mortgage. So I'll update you on stuff like that. Also, let me shout out Jackie Divine on TikTok. She is my sister. Yeah, she's a beautiful soul.
Beautiful,
you know,
lady.
she makes some amazing patties, and you know, she does a vegetarian bit
I'm
of
gonna
variety.
have to try one.
You know, for us veggies in the house, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, go and check her out. Those of you that are actually on TikTok, her name ticker is Jackie Divine, and she's got the I do not consent emblem up as well. So go and check her out and give her some support, then show her some love, yeah, because she's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, she's a beautiful spirit.
Yeah.
You know, that lady's energy, I never forget when she took me out, you know, at the start of my recovery. That lady, she nurtured me, she cared for me when I was really down. And I never forget those things, you know. It really sticks with me. You know, when someone helps you, you never forget.
No,
because
you
like
can't
I
forget
said,
kindness.
we're in a world with a lot of hatred, you know. So we need to start flipping it, man.
Yeah.
And spreading that love, man. And changing this world for the better.
Absolutely.
You know? We got the power. You know?
We better wrap up
Just
before we get wrapped up.
Before we get wrapped up and everything blows away, fuck. You know, the devil's there.
Yeah.
Big ups all of you out there. And yeah, it's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. And yeah, keep working on your mind, body and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there, yo, with you.
Spiritually.
You don't know, bro and sis, stay bliss. Because it's consciousness. Lady Crowne and STS, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people. Have a strong day.
Peace.